While the Cowboys may have underachieved this season, Dak Prescott threw for highs in yards, yards per attempt, and touchdowns in his contract year. He didn't get the long-term contract he wanted, but he did get a one-year, $33 million franchise tag while the Cowboys try to figure out a deal for the quarterback. His legs make him dynamic, and he thrives in clean pockets with the ability to make all the throws you could ask for. He can throw deep outs from the opposite hash, he has a solid deep ball, and when he throws in rhythm, he can dice up defenses. While he has all the physical tools, at times he can lock onto receivers, take extra hitches that make him late on throws, and can struggle with overstriding in his throwing mechanics, which causes some inaccuracy. Dak's legs are definitely the X factor though. They add an element to his game that not every quarterback has. He's a surprisingly powerful runner and can absolutely make defenses pay if you don't put a spy on him. Although they didn't call it very often, the Cowboys would occasionally dial up a zone read play for Dak Prescott. Here he's reading the defensive end. If the defensive end comes down the line of scrimmage, he would pull it and run around him to the outside. If he goes vertical and up the field, he would hand the ball off to the running back underneath. In this case, the defensive end goes straight down the line of scrimmage, so Dak pulls it and gets to the outside, which gives him space to get a big explosive gain on the ground. Now combine his ability to run with his arm talent, and you've got a pretty dynamic quarterback on your hands. Whether he's getting tackled or driving the ball in a clean pocket, he's capable of making some really impressive plays. Here you can see some of his anticipation and his arm strength by throwing this deep out route to the sideline on the opposite hash before the receiver's even out of his break. He also does a generally good job of diagnosing coverages and changing the velocity of his balls to fit them into windows. Here he reads cover 2 and fits the ball into that honey hole down the sideline between the corner and the flats and the safety over the top. He also does a really good job when he's throwing in rhythm with only 1 or 2 hitches. His mechanics clean up, he becomes way more accurate, he's able to read defenses quickly, and he can find the open areas in zone coverage. Dak has shown the ability to be a top-tier quarterback. The issue is he can struggle with consistency. While in the previous clip, we showed Dak hitting that honey hole and seeing a rotating safety and throwing an appropriate ball, in this next clip, he does the opposite. He misses the safety rotation into cover 2 from the Rams at the top of the screen and throws a ball that has way too much air under it, and it really should be intercepted along the sideline by the safety Eric Weddle. Dak also has a big issue with overstriding on his throws. Overstriding creates a base that's too wide and happens when his lead foot extends out too far when he begins his throwing motion. This then limits his ability to rotate his hips, generate power, and throw accurately. You can even try it at home yourself and overextend your non-dominant leg and try to get your hips to point forwards over your toes. It's really difficult. Now if you tighten your base to just outside your shoulders, you can get full rotation on your hips and get them pointed forwards. You can see in this clip here how wide his base is on his throw, which causes him to be unable to rotate his hips fully, leave his back foot as he throws, and that causes the ball to die on him and go into the ground in front of the receiver. Here's maybe a better angle to see from the back what it looks like for him to be unable to fully get his hips into the throw. He can't bring his leg all the way through on that follow through, he's off balance and falling back onto his right foot after completing his throwing motion, and this all causes the ball to be low and behind the receiver. He also has a tendency to stick on his first read a lot. I'm all for taking the shot below when you see man coverage on one of your best receivers in Amari Cooper, but the corner plays it well off the line and is in the hip pocket of the receiver, and then Dak throws the ball out of bounds anyways. If he instead came off that read after Cooper didn't win his route immediately to find Randall Cobb sitting right in the middle of the field, it's obviously a much more productive play. You can see the same issue pop up again here. The Eagles ran a ton of man coverage against the Cowboys in this game, and Dallas had the perfect play dialed up for it out of a tight bunch formation. It works exactly as it was drawn up. Randall Cobb from the slot has his defender rubbed, and he's open for a huge play down the sideline on a wheel route. That should be the primary read on the play. You're trying to create that natural rub and force defenders to navigate traffic and stay with their man. Instead, Dak stays on Amari Cooper the whole play on the intermediate crosser and misses both Cobb and Jason Witten wide open to the top of the screen and in the middle of the field. Dak Prescott has all the tools and has shown he can perform at a high level. He can put different velocity on the ball with touch and power, he can make quick reads, has incredible athleticism and power for a quarterback, and can really excel in a clean pocket. While issues pop up with his mechanics and missed reads, it'd be hard to find a free agent quarterback that would be better or even come close to offering the Cowboys what Dak can. With a new offensive system and coach that helped shape Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy, Dak may end up taking that next step and go from a very good quarterback to one of the top-tier quarterbacks in the league. Only time will tell, but Dak is certainly not the issue in Dallas, and he has all the tools to put the team on his back and put the Cowboys in contention for the NFC East year after year. If you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe. It helps us out tremendously. Comment below who you'd like me to analyze next, and make sure to check out our website, weeklyspiral.com, where you can read all our latest content, including a written form of this video with GIFs. You can also find our Patreon and social handles and all that stuff there as well. Until next time, I'm Casey Sully, and I'll see you on the next film breakdown.